This was the scene at many supermarkets in Beijing on Sunday night. Shelves swept clean of vegetables, meat and eggs as residents raced to stockpile food and other necessities. The anxiety over a fresh wave of cases in the Chinese capital and fears of a potential lockdown evident. On social media and WeChat, a list of recommended items to stock up on was circulated, even as officials and Chinese media sought to reassure residents that supplies are sufficient. Supermarkets we visited were more crowded than
Hello, my name is Liana Natasha binti Muhammad Rashid. My matric number is AF 2024.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Norin Balkis binti Muhammad Elmi. My matric number is 200110.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Norajila binti Muhammad Ahmad. My matric number AF 3001.
Hi, my name is Nur Hazana binti Muhammad Sharifuddin. My matric number AF 200-103.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Hafiza binti Ramli. Matric number AF 200201.
Hello, my name is Nuratila Yasmin binti Muhammad Radwan. My matric number AF 20023.
Hi, my name is Nur Atila Soka binti Adnan. My matric number is AF 2031.
Hi, my name is Nur Farna binti Idris and my matric number is AF 200067.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. I am Muhammad Arif Azhar bin Zaihan with my matric number of AF 2047.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Aida Adrina binti Muhammad Zulkifli. My matric number is CF 200204.
Assalamualaikum and hi. I am Nur Nabila binti Zul and my matrix number is AF 200076.
Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Zanti binti Idris. My matric number is 200113.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurin Karatanisha binti Muhammad and my matric number is AF 200061.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Zain binti Zulkifli. My matrix number is AF 200068.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Azima binti Karya and my matric number is AF 2060.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Nabila binti Ibrahim and my matric number is AF 200018.
The main symptoms include fever, coughing, fatigue, shortness of breath, trouble breathing, sore throat, headache, loss of smell and taste, nausea, diarrhea, edges and pains.
What's wrong with you, Izan? Are you sick? I don't feel good in my body. I feel tired and a headache.
I think Izan has some COVID symptoms. What do you think, Jenny?
I think so.
Anyway, we need to have social distancing with Izan. And Izan, you need to quarantine for 50 days, okay?
Symptoms of infection can show up in as few as 2 days or as many as 14 days. It varies from person to person. Some people who are hospitalized for COVID-19 also have dangerous blood clots, including in their legs, lungs, and arteries. Some people who have the virus don't have symptoms, but they can still spread the virus. While less likely, you can also get the virus from touching a surface or object the virus is on, then touching your mouth, nose, or possibly your eyes. Most viruses can live for several hours on a surface that they land on.
Nabila, do you see Timo? Lee, do you see Timo?
No.
Anna?
Hello, Timo.
Hi, Ben.
Why are you attending class today?
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling well today. I got fever and cough.
Oh, I see.
Can you inform to the doctor?
Don't listen, Timo. I will inform doctor why you are absent today, okay?
Thank you.
Okay.
A study shows that SARS-CoV-2 can last for several hours on various types of surfaces. According to researchers in China, the following were the most common symptoms among COVID-19 patients. 99% get fever, 17% fatigue, 59% cough, 14% lack of appetite, 35% body aches, 31% shortness of breath.
Are several of vaccines that are available in Malaysia, such as Pfizer, Sinovac, and AstraZeneca. Malaysians must get 2-dose vaccine and an additional booster as a way to improve immune system when you are affected by COVID-19 virus, unless you are unable to get the vaccine shots due to medical reasons. When the vaccine first become available, frontliners and elderly people are given priority to get the vaccine as they are more prone to get COVID-19 virus than others. After that, whoever age 18 and above must get the vaccination, and starting last year, for those whose age under 18 and finally allowed to get the vaccination. This is because they have done studies on the vaccine to make sure that it is safe and effective for people as young as 5 years old. Next, the variant. Viruses are continually changing due to mutation. A variant of the original virus is one that has one or more additional mutations. Delta B.1.617.2, this variety is approximately twice as contagious than previous variants, and it may result in more serious sickness. Unvaccinated people are at the greatest risk of infection. Following that are the Omicron B.1.1.5 to 9 and BA lineages. The variant B.1.1.5 to 9 spreads more quickly than the original COVID-19 and Delta variant viruses. Omicron, on the other hand, appears to induce less severe sickness. People who have been properly vaccinated can still contract the virus and transfer it to others. COVID-19 vaccinations, on the other hand, are successful at preventing serious illness. Mutations will continue to occur as long as the coronavirus spreads through the populations, and the Delta and Omicron variant families will continue to evolve. Every week, new SARS-CoV-2 viral variants are discovered. Most come and go, whilst others stick around but don't become more frequent. Others grow in population for a while before dying out. When a new infection pattern emerges, it's difficult to establish whether the trend is caused by changes in the virus or by changes in human behavior. The fact that comparable modifications to the spike protein are occurring on several continents is concerning.
Interview students about COVID-19.
Symptoms of COVID-19 are varieties, but the most symptoms that people commonly have is fever, chills, difficulties of breathing, and dry throat.
Anyone can become infected and anyone can transmit this virus. The goal is to prevent the spread of the virus. Someone who has a minimal or even no symptoms can transmit the virus to someone who has high risk. That's what's really concerning about this. The persons may be not very sick, and yet they can be a weaker because they can transmit the virus to someone who can get very sick and die from this virus.
If you are a positive COVID-19, you have to immediately stay at home to avoid meeting people and infecting people. And then, based on my experience, you have to update your current status in MySejahtera, and then you have to do self-quarantine in your home. And then if you have a serious symptom, you have to call health center as soon as possible.
Wash your hand with soap and water for at least 20 seconds after going to the bathroom, before eating, after blowing your nose, cooking or sneezing, or after touching a surface or object potentially contaminated with novel coronavirus.
There are several ways you can protect yourself from coronavirus. The best way is to prevent this virus is to avoid people who has it. Other than that, you must follow SOP, wear face mask and always stay hygiene.
What does the government do to overcome this situation? The government of Malaysia has come out with many standard operating procedures to make sure that this outbreak can be curbed. This standard operating procedure has been prescribed by the Director General of Health pursuant to Regulation 17 of Prevention and Control of Infectious Disease. This SOP applies to all individuals throughout Malaysia and is effective as of 1 April 2022.
Oh, I think we arrived early today. Yeah, I think so. That's cool. That's true then. I think we should to have a social distancing 1 meter apart. Oh, okay. You should to move on that side. Oh, okay. I will move. Okay.
This SOP prescribed the mandatory measure to be carried out during daily activities. Party responsible for the premise, employee and individual must always comply with the SOP when carrying out or participating in activities on premises, including outdoor areas, indoor spaces, or in vehicles. The government has set a law for anyone who violates the prescribed standard operating procedure will be fined if found guilty. There are several fractions that have been defined in the standard operating procedure. The first one is party responsible for the premise, and it is included the party responsible for the management of premise or activities carried out within the premise, such as owner or landlord or occupier, registration or operating license or operating permit holder, operators, companies, businesses, employers, organization, association, management of places of worship, event organizer or host of private residence. The SOPs for the premise are: the operating hour must according to the license or permit by the local authority. Besides, the premise must provide the MySejahtera QR for entry registration, and the social distance 1 meter must be maintained in the premise. A person who does not wear face mask also cannot enter the premise. The premise also must provide facilities to wash hands with soap and water or hand sanitizer at appropriate and strategic places.
Oh, sorry sir. Can you send us some papers to go to the police?
Okay. We need to sanitize our hands frequently, especially after going back from public places.
The second one is employee. Employee is the party employed or assigned by party responsible for the premise to carry out tasks including workers, teaching staff, volunteers, third-party service providers, marshal or stewards, or crew at sporting or entertainment events. The SOP for this group are: they must scan MySejahtera QR code when entering the premise or participating in activities. They also must wear a face mask at all times when in the company of others. The social distancing between each other also they need to follow, because COVID-19 can spread through contact to each other. If they have COVID-19 symptoms, they need to do a COVID-19 test and report their test result through the MySejahtera apps. If found positive, then they have to undergo quarantine on their own or be in a quarantine center that has been set up by the government.
How are you? Oh, I'm fine. So, what class do you have right now? I have lab geometry. Oh, really? You have to wear a mask if you're going to the Oh, yeah, I will be rushing. So, I forgot to wear it, so I'll wear it first. Okay, let's go. I have to wear it.
Individual here means the party present on premise or carrying out activities including customers, visitors, spectators, worshippers, parents, people, students, trainees or participants. Also, parent or guardians should be responsible for their respective dependents. For example, individual under 18 years old, elderly, individuals with disabilities and special needs. Individual also include the direct employer or primary employer or both, and travelers from abroad, whether Malaysian citizen or non-Malaysian citizen who enter Malaysia by air, land and sea travel. The SOP for individual is more or less the same as the SOP for employees, but there are additions for travelers. Travelers must also comply with all travel-related act, regulation and SOPs before departing, on arrival and while in Malaysia, which are they must perform RT-PCR tests 2 days before departure. They also must download, register and activate the MySejahtera application so it is easier to enter to any premise in this country. Besides, they must complete the pre-departure form accessible via traveller icon in the MySejahtera application, including the vaccination information, and upload the vaccination certificate and RT-PCR test result. And for non-Malaysian citizen travellers, must be protected by COVID-19 insurance with a minimum insurance coverage of $20,000 USD.